What's going on, guys? We have here third place for Union Arena Nationals. What did you play?
Red Eva.
Red Eva. What made you play Red Eva?
I find it's the deck that's the most rewarding when you play well, and it's probably the most fun deck of Union I've ever played.
That's awesome. And how were your matchups?
My matchups were great. I had all pretty much serious matchups. A couple, maybe like one random one. I played a Saito that I wasn't ready for, but everything else was great. My opponents were all very kind and had a great time.
Awesome, man. Well, let's see the list.
All right, let's do this. We'll start with the zeros. 4 Masato 0, got to discard the Shinji from hand. 4 Rei, best card of the deck probably. If you start with this, everything just opens up. We only play 8 zeros, we have the fake zeros. The only Shinji we play other than the 4 AP one, or the 2 AP 4 cost. We don't really need Shinji since we have a recurring engine. The Rei package is pretty much 4 of everything except for the 2 cost Rei. We only play 3. The reason we play 3 is in TCGs I have a theory that when you play 3 of a card, you want to draw 1, but you don't want to see multiples. So like this card, I just want it in my grave. I don't really want to play it. It's not that great. The Nullify Impact comes up sometimes. And then the 4 Rei 3s, obviously another amazing card in the deck. We teched 1 Masato. Honestly, it was just an extra 2 AP, an extra draw trigger, so we went to 9 draw triggers, 8 untaps. It came up actually a few times where I pushed up a guy for like an extra damage, and it actually like mattered. This card is the card that I questioned the most over the weekend. I actually changed it from 1 to 2 multiple times, and when I was in the front of the line for registration, I added it back to 2. I actually cut a second Masato for a second stage, and this card is incredible. Consistency in Union is key. Obviously, the engine of the deck. This is the best rate of the deck. Yes, the 7 cost wins the game, but this guy is free. It replaces itself. It draws 2. Everyone loves drawing cards in an aggro deck. We're a combo deck, though. We're not like really an aggro deck. Spot removal. Obviously, draw 2, Potter Greed, play a guy. You can't complain. If you get it off raid, you start the turn with draw 2, pop a guy, play a guy. That's like a +4 by itself. Big Boss Man. I only found out in top 4 that it's impact 3 because of the 3rd impact. Yo, imagine that. I didn't even know. The special, honestly, the most irrelevant card of the deck. The only reason I went with the 6 instead of the 4 is because oftentimes, since I'm only playing 3 Reis, 2, I need to put a second Rei of another kind under my 7 cost. For real, I discard these more than anything else. These are your removal. You don't need these are your removal. You don't need these. And then, of course, for final, we're a combo deck. We want to do as many things we can in a turn. And that's it, man.
Is there anything that you would change now that you played in the tournament?
No, honestly, I would replay the exact same list. I think it was super consistent. It was super comfortable. I was happy with everything. The trigger count was great.
Awesome. And what did you? Was there any deck that you didn't want to see or that you struggled with? Or
Song. I really didn't want to see Song. I can't beat that matchup. If you have local players that play Song, forget it. It's unwinnable. They kill you by turn 3. It's impossible. Yeah.
And what about good matches? Do you feel like into the Spears and Red Kenshin, you're good?
I feel like Spear, you have a really, really good matchup. I beat 3 yellows this weekend, but unfortunately all 3 of them bricked. So I did get lucky, I'm not going to lie. But
what about Red Kenshin?
Yo, Red Kenshin, only one of them, I only lost to 1. I played 3. So I wouldn't say it's terrible. I beat it in top 4 actually to get my
to the 3rd place. Yeah, awesome. And do you have any shout outs?
Yeah, I would like to shout out my girlfriend Sabrina. Honestly, her support was needed for this weekend. I'd like to shout out my friend Jean-Manuel Roof. That guy, without him I wouldn't even be here. For real, what a legend. And I'd like to shout out everyone who's helped me test, every friend who plays Union. Shout out the Montreal crew. We're a locals of almost 40 players every week. So
wow. Awesome, man. Well, thank you. Great job. And we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, thank you so much, bro.